overboost function. Okay, so here we have it. This is Audi's entry-level e-Tron Grand Tourer. It's got 470 brake horsepower. That's crazy. Apparently the 0 to 60 time in something like this is 4.1 seconds, and it also has an overboost function for about 2.5 seconds, which gives it a 523 brake horsepower. So this is actually spec'd with 21-inch alloys, and it's got these big boy carbon ceramic brakes. More importantly, guys, it also has a fancy 3-chamber air suspension, so that's air ride. I know a few of you boys love your air ride. So with this being an electronic vehicle, obviously we've got no cutouts for an exhaust, but what I do really love about the rear of this car is this LED rear light. It's crazy how they've managed to fit that in. It looks proper futuristic. I'm talking like 2080 futuristic. Like, come on now, iRobot, proper outdated. In terms of the interior, you can see we've got our normal 3-spoke steering wheel, nice flat bottom, and along with that you've got 8-way adjustable seats, and I think these seats for me are really going to be hugging seats. But enough about the facts, let's see how it drives. So guys, we're out in the Audi e-Tron GT. So this is the entry-level e-Tron, so you do have the RS model as well. Oh, someone's left their bin here, and this isn't my car, but luckily there's no wind, so it's a lovely day. It's lovely. But yeah, got the heads-up display, which is very helpful, and now I can see why people like really like the heads-up display. It means you can just keep your eyes dead in front of you, because the positioning of the heads-up display is right in your peripheral vision. I don't know if peripheral is the right word, but let's just swing a left here. Okay, let's give it a little squirt. So this, remember, is apparently 470 brake horsepower, and then it has this 523 like overboost function. That's unreal. That is unreal. It just goes, and where there's just one gear in this, oh guys, this is hilarious. So how comfortable is it? Remember, this is a saloon, guys, so as a saloon, this is in comfort. It's got the drive select buttons here, so press on the drive select. It's gone into dynamic, individual, efficiency. This thing's efficient already. Let's put it in dynamic. Oh, okay, so straight away we get, oh, there's a lot of blowing going on here. The fans are going crazy. Just turn the fans down a bit. But yeah, almost immediately, you've got the paddles here, which I want to use, but you don't need to use them. I believe if you do hold down on the left, you get some brake regen. But guys, for real, dynamic mode, foot, yeah. I can see why these are the future. I can definitely see why these are the future. In terms of how comfortable it is, guys, I can tell you for free, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. The suspension is really on the soft side, but when you push on, you can really feel it just like hug the road. So with this being an Audi with the drive select, you always have like different version of steering, so you can change the weight of the steering, which is great. I think if we flick it back down into comfort now, so just drive select button over here, eyes on the road, back into comfort, the steering just goes really light, which is great. And we go back into driving what is a smooth, very smooth car. So with this being an e-Tron model, it'd be rude not to talk about efficiency. So this can get a full charge in 23 minutes if you go for one of those high-powered chargers. Other than that, you've got to plug it in for 14 hours, and then you're going to get full range. So for me, if I was going to get one of these, I would definitely have to invest in something that I could plug in at home, so that way I know straight away I'm going to wake up in the morning and it's going to have a full battery. So the majority of the petrol heads don't want to get into this, they don't think it's powerful enough, but okay. Can you, let me break this down. Can you give yourself whiplash and then make a claim? Because it's just instant. The torque is just like my head, like this headrest here, if it wasn't there, I'd be in the back seat, trust me. So in terms of practicality, it's a 5-door GT. It's a Grand Tourer. So as you can see, 5'11" person, front and back, no problem. It's also got this lovely panoramic roof, which really makes the cabin feel a lot bigger than it already is. So if somebody asks me what is the best feature of the Audi e-Tron GT, I'll tell them straight. Come on now. The way it just puts down the power is crazy, and there's no like, you know, there's no like singing and dancing about it, no loud noise for the neighbors to know that you've just left your house and you've gone for a hoon. It just goes. And something else, if we're also going to talk about that great feature, on any other car, petrol, diesel, mainly petrol, if you're going to jump out and get in the car, you've got to wait for it to warm up and stuff like that. So if this being a battery, you ain't got to rub the battery in the morning. You ain't got to say, good morning battery, are you at 90 degrees yet? You just get out of the car and just put, ooh, it's your foot down. Also, another good feature is this car is a heavy boy. This is a really heavy boy. I think we're close to 2 tons, if not more. And the way that the chassis just takes these roads is unreal. It's unbelievable. So if someone wants to ask me what is the worst feature of this Audi e-Tron GT, for me, it's got to be the sound. And let me break this down for you. This car has 0 sound, to a point where you look at your speedo and you're like, okay, we are 2 miles over the speed limit. It just does it so easily. So I don't know if that's really a bad thing, but for me, if we're going to just compare this to an electronic vehicle itself, there's no real bad features about this. Maybe, I don't know, if I lived with it for a week, maybe the battery life wouldn't be good, but first impressions, what is there not to like about this car? So yes guys, as always, I hope you've enjoyed this short review of the Audi e-Tron GT. A big shout out to Audi UK. But as always guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. If I'm not in hospital with whiplash. God bless.